What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572 Return a Chance. Today is July 31st, 2025. It is 2 a.m. in the morning, and I just finished cleaning the bathroom and taking a shower, and then I think I cleaned the kitchen a little bit too. But yeah, there was so much going on. We have reprints getting released every day. The first ones was Dominus Purge and Dominus Impulse, which we'll talk about on today's Market Watch. And then today we also got announced that we're getting Shining Sarcophagus, and I think it was number 80, the Xseed, the rank 8 Xseed, as Starlights in the set, which tells us that Konami decided to reprint QCRs as Starlights. So it's gonna be interesting what else they decide to throw in as a Starlight for the set, like things that already have QCRs. They're gonna drop in value because of the Starlight being more accessible. And yeah, it's just gonna make the market go crazy. But we're gonna start off with Holy Sue today. Vanquish Soul Holy Sue is sitting, looks like, at $33. It took a dip. We had it sitting at a high of like 42. Now back under 40, but over the $30 price point. I remember these were under 30. I said they were a good pickup. Climbed up to 40, back down to 34. I expect this card to continue to go back up once we see Vanquish Soul have some success after we get Justice Hunters on Friday. Next we have Dominus Impulse, which also started to drop down in price. This was sitting a couple weeks ago around like $60-ish, $57-ish, now dropping down to $40. I expect this card to keep dropping down lower, probably going to be around like the $20 to $25 price point. Not sure how accessible the other Impulse is going to be. Maybe it's going to be short printed, but I do expect it to drop a little bit more. I wanted to take a look at the Core Sentry, since probably Dominus Impulse is going to have a Starlight reprint. It looks like the Core Sentry right now is at 217, 219, 225, 231. It looks like the highest a couple weeks ago was at 263. So it looks like we do have some people trying to offload these for under what was it, like market value, which was 263. We have them listing for 225. Maybe they expect Impulse to be reprinted as Starlight as well, and are scared for it to drop even lower. Songs of the Dominators, it's a good card for Yummy. Looks like it's still continuing to push up. 57 listings. We have this at 27, 28, 28.75, and then 28.94. I kind of expect this to go up even higher if Yummy does good, because this card is not going to get reprinted until probably next year's tints. So it's going to have a good amount of time for it to see some play, see if Yummy likes playing it. If players do decide to go and main this in their Yummy builds, I could see this potentially go up even higher. We have 7 Tachyon. This one, I'm not really sure if it's gonna be in the reprint. If it's gonna get reprinted in the 10s. I don't expect it to. It's from Maze and Master. That's the only reason I don't expect it to. I believe Maze and Master came out this year. It came out this year, so I don't expect too many of these cards to be reprinted there. If it is, I guess that makes them a little bit more accessible for people. It's at 122 listings, under $20. This is the cheapest I've seen it at. I picked these up and they were like, pre-selling for like $55, $60. So I took an L right there. I just wanted to play it in my Vanquish Soul build at the time. This was before I knew Vanquish Soul was getting support. I just thought 7 Tachyon was an easy way to get access to Raisin. But it didn't work out, and it dropped in value. If it doesn't get a reprint, maybe one day it could see a price increase again. The Black Ghost Laugh is most likely gonna be in the set in the 10s, so I would probably get rid of them while I still can. 44 listings on the market. We have it at $23.50, $25.65, $28, $28.50. So I would get rid of my Black Ghost Laugh because I do expect these to drop. It does have a Core Sentry Seeker Rare as well. Like I said, I don't know what Konami is gonna throw in as a Core Sentry Seeker Rare, but everything's everything's possible. Looks like it has been going up in price. We have it at 11 listings, 120, 120, 122, 150. We'll see in the upcoming days if it does get a Starlight reprint. If it does get a Starlight reprint, this will probably come down in price, which raises the question: what do you guys consider a higher rarity, a Starlight or a QCR? In the beginning, people were considering Starlights higher rarity because they, I guess, were harder to pull, and then people were saying, oh, the QCR is the higher rarity now. So now that the Starlights are going to be a little bit easier to pull, will QCRs be the higher rarity or will Starlights? I don't know. I guess it's your own preference on what you consider the higher rarity. I personally just like collector rarity, so that's what I consider for me higher rarity. I know it's not the highest rarity, but for me that's what I would rather have. Cashier Fenrir, this one has not gotten a reprint. I mean, it did get a reprint in the 10s, and it has another version also, an ultra rare and an ultimate rare. Could this possibly be reprinted as a Starlight, since Cashier Fenrir is expected to be one of those cards that is going to be good in the meta, since it's kind of like a Pankratops. 117 listings. This is the cheapest I've seen Fenrir at, $967, $899, $849, so under $10. I would pick up my copy just in case. I don't see a Fenrir getting a Prismatic Seeker just because I already has a Prismatic Seeker we're printing here. It might get a Starlight. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets a Starlight, but not a Prismatic Seeker. So I think these are safe from like going down in value. M-City Glory of Horus looks like it has been dropping down. Are we getting Horus reprints in the 10? I don't think so. It's Prismatic Seeker Rare from the 25th anniversary Dueling Mirror 10s as well, so I don't think we're going to get these. But this one I think has a Chorus Sentry, so it could be reprinted in Starlight. I don't know. I'm just estimating right now. 83 listings. Looks like these have dropped to under $20, which is the lowest I've seen them at in a while. What do you guys think? Should we pick up M-City Glory of Horus? Is it one of those decks that you think could be used as an engine this format? I think people are mostly going to be trying to like throw in Yummy, K9, and Draco Tail in different decks. People might forget about M-City, but yeah, looks like the core entry is at $95 for lowest listing, market price $105. Let's see what Konami throws in the 10s, but these are now under 20 for the Prismatic Seekers, and these look like they dropped under 25 for the Seekers from Age of Overlord. Shining Sarcophagus was one of the cards that Konami said was going to be reprinted as a Starlight, and I'm assuming it's going to be coming out as a Prismatic Seeker as well, so it started dropping down in price. It was reaching a high price point of like $30. I mean, we kind of already expected this to be in the set because it's from Legacy of Destruction. 60 listings, but I didn't expect it to have a Starlight printing. $20.95, $20.99, $22, $23, $23.69, $22.73, $23.98 on the first page, and then it's probably going to continue to drop, so I would fire sell right now because we are getting closer to the 10 release, which is going to be, I think, on September 4th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're like 1 month away from that. Vanquish Soul Dr. Madlove, the Core Sentry Secret, looks like it is continuing to rise. We have this at 46 listings, getting closer to the $20 price point, $20.40 and $20.69. This is technically the highest rarity Vanquish Soul Dr. Madlove, so maybe that's why players are going to be looking at this card to pick up. It does have other printings since it's from the Core Sentry Stampede set. So if you just want access to Dr. Madlove, you don't have to worry about picking up the Core Sentry. You have plenty of other rarities to choose from. Looks like Collector Rare is higher than the Core Sentry. I could expect this Core Sentry to surpass the Collector Rare later on. But what's your opinion on that? Evenly Matched looks like it is at 32 listings. People have been saying this might be a good side deck card too for the upcoming format, even though Yummy does end on like what Hero of Arclight. I mean, after you destroy Hero of Arclight, you could evenly match, and it should clear out the Yummy board, right? And Draco Tail or K9. 36 $36.68, $37.99 for the Core Sentry, $40 at the bottom of the first page. How do you guys feel about Evenly Matched being used as a side deck card this format? I think we're going into like a format where we're gonna be trying to run more board breakers. Tri Brigade Armed Bucephalus. We took a look at this last week. I think it was reaching like the $60 price point, but now we have 5 listings on the market, and we have $85, $86.99, $98, $109, $95, and then $110 on the first page. And this is because we are getting Tri Brigade support in the future, and players are picking this up to prepare for that. This is a Starlight rare, so it's not going to get like a QCR printing. We're done with QCR, so I guess you're safe if you bought the Starlight. I want to take a look at some of the RB cards, specifically the Starlight rares. How do you guys feel about them? Do you guys think we should pick them up? Well, we had our friend Kevin pick up the Starlight rare RB cards. He thinks it's a good investment just because they're super low and they could only go up higher. We have $15.94 on RB Brute Blues, RB Volcan Booster at $15, and RB Stage Landing at $19.31. And then the other cards for the RB Stage Landing, it looks like it's $3 for the Secret Rares and Ultra Rares, under $1. Do you guys think we're gonna get some more support for RB, or is Konami done with RB? Metatronid, this is one of the cards I saw Boss Stage YGO mention. Shout out to Boss Stage YGO. I do follow him on Instagram. If you guys don't, you guys should go follow, because he has a lot of great info on like the market, the meta, and different things. He posted that he feels like Metatronus is going to be one of those cards that you probably would want to run in this format. It could possibly be good. We have 40 listings. Technically, the highest rarity is this Chorus Sentry from the Chorus Sentry Stampede set. We have it at $13, $14.79, $16.94, and then $15.34. Let me know down below if you guys think Metatronus is a good card to run this upcoming format. Ground Xeno was up in price about a month ago, I think because of a Jurok build that was going on online. It was reaching like the $15 price point, but we have it dropping back down to $8.90, $8.99, $8, $9.49 for this Prismatic Secret Rare from the Dueling Mirror tins. We also have an Ultra Rare that I think dropped down in price as well. The Ultra Rare looks like it is at $8.99, 56 listings, $9, under $10, so it did drop down from the $15 price point it was at. I guess the hype cooled down on Durex. I haven't really heard too much from them lately. Black Brutrago, I believe, is a card that's used in old formats. Let me know down below if you guys have any more information on where Black Brutrago is used. I thought at first it was used in like Tenpai, but I don't think Tenpai runs this. It says once per turn. Oh no, you can't run it in Tenpai. It says one or more non-tuner Gemini monsters. See, I can't be ran in Tenpai. So it's probably like an old format card. 69 listings. This is a super rare from Stardust Overdrive. It only has one printing. This card is at $30.60, $30.60, $30.60, $29.70, and basically like a $30 super rare from Stardust Overdrive. Let me know down below if you have more information on Black Butrago and why it's so high up in price. Solemn Judgment, the Chorus Sentry Secret Rare, I think it's still a good pickup. It looks like it has came down in price. It was sitting around like $31, but now at a low of 25. I think this is the lowest it's been at. No, it used to be like around 16, 19, jumped up to 30, back down to 24, back up to 31, back down to 25. So it's a good time to pick up, I think, because they could probably rebound back up. If you look at the history of the graph, it looks like it's just been up and down, but it never dropped back down to under 20. So I think Solemn Judgment is one of those cards that could be used in older formats and current formats, so I think it's a good pickup. Dogmatica Punishment, of course, Century Secret Rare went up in price because we got some new support for Dogmatica. We have a new, I think, Fleur de Lis that's able to set this, and you can actually use this on the same turn it's set with that new card. These used to be sitting around like $6-ish, but right now we have them at 18 listings. They went up to $15.90, $14.67, $16. 1898 and then 1950 at the bottom of the first page. It was from course from the rarity collection one set. So there's plenty of different versions available, but this Core Century Secret Rare is technically the higher rarity of the card. We have Dino Rustler Pancratops, which I want to revisit. We have the Collector Rare 8 listings. Looks like the lowest listing for the Collector Rare is $115, $150, and $163.99. That is crazy. I remember this card was at a low price point of what, like 50? It used there was, I can't really tell by the graph. I don't think it was ever $20. Was it ever $20? Damn, I should have picked some of these up. But I actually went for the Core Century Secret because I wanted like max rarity. Which one of these do you guys consider max rarity? Core Century Secret or Collector Rare? Let me know down below. For me, it's the Core Century Secret Rare. Looks like these Core Century Secret Rares are at 75 listing. They did drop down in price. These were selling for like around 12, 14-ish dollars, but now under 10. And it went up because it's a good side deck card. People have been saying for yummy. Lancia Ancestral Dragon of the Ice Mountain. This is a Core Century Secret Rare from Battles of Legend. Looks like it is kind of low on listings. We only have 12 listings for the card. It did does look like it had a price increase. We had it at 45, 48, and right now we have the cheapest listing at 60, 61.92, 63.80, 63.99, and 74.99. I think this is one of those cards that's used in mermills, and that's why it is kind of up in price. We also have the Secret Rare, which is also from Battles of Legend, Terminal Revenge. These, I think the lowest these were at were like 8. Jumped up to 11, back down to 10, then went up to 17, and right now we're back to $12.88, $12.99, $13, and then $12.90. It's from Battles of Legend, so I don't think this card is going to get reprinted in the 10s. Thunder King Ryo, the Core Century Secret. It's at 9 listings, and it went up in price. Was sitting around like 25-ish, 26-ish, but now it basically doubled. $44.99, $48 for $9.95, $50, $69.99, and $99.99. Do you guys think cards like these like more older format cards, are gonna be getting Starlight treatment, the Starlight treatment in the future? Let me know down below. I don't think so. I think it's more like modern cards that are gonna probably get that treatment. Relinquished Anima looks like it has been going up in price. We have 71 listings for this Core Century Secret. We'll take a look at the other versions in a bit, but it was sitting around like $5-ish. We still have a couple copies around $5.63, but the graph does show it did see a price spike. And I saw that House of Champs mentioned that this card was being used, I think, in Yummies, because they're able to go into it and use it as tribute for the Crush Card Virus. And then Crush Card Virus is gonna be one of those cards that's good against, I think, Vanquish though, and K9. I think that's what he said. I forgot how Crush Card Virus works, but that's how I think House of Champs said this card was being used. You could thrust and then set Crush Card Virus, and then Yummy go into this and basically kind of keep your opponent from, like, playing, because it does destroy their hand. I think Crush Card Virus, if it's like 1,000 or more, or something like 1,500 or more. Christian Smiger looks like it is at 15 listings. This card was sitting around like what? Let's see if the graph doesn't fail me. I want to say like $1 or $2, because that's what I was selling them at. But now we have listings at $4, $2.99, basically reaching the $5 price point. And I think that's because this that's because Christian K9 is actually a deck that is expected to kind of do good. I've heard a lot of people talk about it and say that it's one of those sleeper decks people might not be prepared for, because Christian could go into, like, I think a rank 5 easily and access the K9 engine. The 2017 Megaton Christian Smigers are at 8 listings. These are also reaching like the $5 price point as well. So if you guys have some Smigers from the 2017 tins or Invasion of Vengeance, they're both common. Go look there at bulk and see if you have some and offload them. Infinitrack River Stormer. We talked about this secret rare. When was it? We talked about it on our last market watch, but today we're going to be taking a look at the ultra rare from the 2020 tins because it's only at 19 listings. Was sitting at 43 cents, and it looks like it's starting to climb up to the $2 price point. So go check your bulk. I'm definitely gonna go check my bulk because I know some of these are in there, and see if you can offload those River Stormers. I think Christian is able to go into this, and I forgot how the combo goes, but Christian was supposed to be the one that goes into this. Harpy's Feather Duster looks like, so I'm looking at this one from the early days collection because this is the one I have. It looks like it took a dip down, and I think it took a dip down because I was hearing that Amazon was having like a promotion on the game where they sold it for like $25 or something, so maybe that's why it went down in price. $18, $18.30, $16.98. This was sitting at around like the $30 price point. I bought one for like $20 on Mercari. Shout out to the seller who sold me at $20 when this card was at $35, but it looks like now it dropped down to like under the $20 price point. Do you guys expect Harpy's Feather Duster to go up later on, the one from this game right here? Or do you guys see it coming down? Where's the other one? There's another Harpy's Feather Duster too, but I'm not sure why it's not showing up. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon is one of those cards that I thought Draco Tail was gonna be playing in their build. I'm not sure if they're still gonna be using it or not, but it's at 46 listings. You guys let me know down below how you guys are playing Draco Tail and if you guys are running Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. At first I was hearing rumors that this card was being played in the OCG and that it's pretty easy to make in Draco Tail. I'm not sure how true that is, but we have $35, $36.70, $36.80, $36.99, so it's like under 40. I can't really look at the graph to show like the price history, but I know this card was kind of at the same price point because I got some at 35 a couple months ago. Oh, this is the one that's getting reprinted, not number 80. Number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord is the one that's getting reprinted. So let's take a look at the other versions too. These are probably going to be dropping down in price because it is confirmed for a reprint. So we have the Secret Rare at 54 listings. Looks like it's at $16 lowest listing. Ultra Rare's at $8. I would sell these. These are all going to drop down in price. I could see these under like the $3 price point, maybe $5 at most. See, I will be selling these off. Platinum Gadget, 24 listings. This card is at, looks like it's going up in price. It was sitting around like $4.78. Now we have it reaching the $7 price point, and then going up to $9.43, $9.44, $9.88, $10.50, and then $10 on the first page. I think this is one of those cards that is used in the Christian K9 strategy. If I'm wrong about that, comment down below. But I think that's how you that's why this card is being sought after. So it cannot be used as liquid material to turn its link summon. During main phase, you can special summon one level 4 or lower machine monster from your hand to your zone. This card points to. So I think you go into River Stormer first, and then you make this, and then you're able to summon whatever you add off with River Stormer. I think I'm wrong about that, but I don't know. Correct me down below if I'm wrong about that. Dogmatic Ecclesia, I wanted to take a look at. It does have a Starlight, I believe. This card was sitting around like $9. Now pushing up, 17 listings. We have $11.29, $12.95, $14.99, and then going to the $20 price point. Like I said, there is Dogmatica support coming out later on for us, so that's why it's going up in price. It does have a Starlight Rare. It looks like the Starlight Rare is at 38 listings, and we have it at 135, 137, 137, 138. I could see the Quarter Century Secret Rare kind of getting close to this price point, maybe at like $50, $60 once we get the Dogmatic support. Let me know what you guys think about that. We do have an Ultimate Rare too that's looks like it's above market price. Looks pretty nice actually. These are at $13.50, $13.95, $15, and then $15.99. So these have jumped up. We're sitting around like $6. I guess people are going after the ultimate rares too. Super Quantum Blue Layer, just wanted to revisit. I think we also mentioned this on our past market watch. Still low on listing. 750 is the lowest listing for this one. Rare, and then the super rare is at 899. So yeah, these are low on listings. FA Don Dragster is one of the synchros that Christian goes into. So I wanted to take a look since there is some hype going on with Christian right now because people are planning to play it with K9. 41 listings on the rare. Looks like this is at $4-ish, and then the super rare looks like it's at 40 listings and it's at like $5-ish. Not bad, not too much of a difference. Probably go after the super rare since it's the higher rarity for $1 or more. Brawl of Furious Dragon only has one printing. Not sure why this is going up. It says 2 Dark Dragon monsters. Are Draco Tails Dark Dragons? Let's take a look. If they are Dark Dragons, then that explains why that is probably up in price. Let's see, Draco to Lucius. Star Earth. It's a Earth. No. And that one is a water. I guess they're different types. But we have 30 listings for this. $3, $3.99, $4.49, $3.50, and then going up to the $5 price point. Was sitting around like $2-ish, went up to $5, and I think right now it's like at $4 or $5. But yeah, if you guys have any information on why Brawl of Furious Dragon is going up, let me know down below. 2 Dark Dragons. I mean, this is a super poly target, but for what? Foolish Burial Goods. Looks like we have 33 listings on the Raging Tempest Secret Rare. It says send 1 spell trap from your deck to the graveyard. You can only activate 1 Foolish Burial Goods per turn. These were sitting around like 9, going up to 15. Looks like we have one here at 385. Is the seller online? Let's see. Seller is offline. Okay, so that one doesn't count. So we have our cheapest at $13.99, then $14.75, $14.80, and then $14.84. Foolish Burial Goods, and then the Secret Rare from the Mega Tins at 44 listings. These look like they're around like $7, $8. Ultra Rares looks like they're around like market price $4. It says $3-4. I want to say, not bad. Super Rares are also worth something. These are like $3-ish, $3.20. Are rares worth something from Maximum Gold? I had a couple of these. These are going up to $165, $165, so almost reaching the $2 price point. And then we have comments that are under $1. So yeah, it looks like these are 2, these are 3, these are like 3, 4, and then these are 10. These are going up past the $10 price point. So Foolish Burial Goods going up in price, and I know Luna Light uses it because they are able to like start with it. IP Masquerade alternative artwork, the Core Century Secret Rare. I wanted to take a look at because I recently bought mine off a friend for like $20. It looks like we have 42 listings, $25.75, heading up to the $30 price point. How high do you guys see this version of IP Masquerade going up to? I know the Core Century Secret Rare original artwork is at like $100. No, it says 18 listings. Basically like $100. You have 90, 95, 100, 106. So I want to see how high you guys think this alternative artwork one is gonna go. This Harpy's Feather Duster caught my attention because it's from Magnificent Maven, so maybe you guys have some in bulk, but it's at 70 listings and it's actually worth like $260, going up to like the $4 price point. So maybe something you want to take a look through your bulk for and see if you guys have. We have Black Rose Dragon alternative artwork, Core Century Secret Rare, also went up in price a little bit. Was sitting around like $8-ish. Looks like we have a couple copies around, oh well, one copy around $8.85, then to go up to 10, $11.69. Let's take a look at what the other Black Rose artworks are at. So we said that one's at 10. So we have a Ghost Rare, like, yeah, that's pretty high in price. We have the Starlight, looks like the cheapest listing is 163. Does this not have a regular core? Okay, it's right here. Regular core Century Secret Rare. I think this is a good pickup. It did start going up too, but not too crazy. 335. Looks like it's at 459, 459. This is a good pickup because if the alternative artwork is at like $10, I don't. I expect this to follow and go up to that $10 price point too. I would consider picking this one up. Despy and Lulu Walidlith also started to go up in price. We only have 15 listings for this card. I remember seeing it around like $60, but right now we have 80, 81, 81, 35, 85, 99, and then $90. I think that's because it could be used with the new Dogmatica stuff. Because I think once you have it in the graveyard, you could what does it do? You can. Where's it at? Once per turn, you can make a monster on the field, negate the effects. During the end phase, if this card's in your graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can special summon one light spellcaster monster from your hand or deck whose attack equals its own defense. So you could do something with it. But I know it's part of the Dogmatica stuff. How do you guys feel about Fantastical Dragon Phantasme as a hand trap for the format? I think Yummy specials like what 2-3 links in one turn, so you're able to get like 2 draws off of it. Rock the Vanquisher, that's 1 link. Draco Tail just fusion summons. K9 only exceeds summon. How do you guys feel about Phantasme? Let me know down below. Looks like these are all worth like market price $2, market price $2, and then this Seeker is at $8.33. It does have an alternative artwork. This one is the original artwork, right? This one never got a like a QCR or the Chorus Century. The one that got the QCR is the alternative artwork, which looks like it has a market price of $19. Do have the Platinum Seeker at $2, so it's not too expensive. It's very accessible if you guys want to try it out. Chronomaly Vimana. I've been playing K9 Memento, and I haven't really been going into Chronomaly Vimana that much. What I go into is more like Ripper, and then after Ripper with the other 2 level 5s, I usually end up making like Nash Knight. I think this came up like once. It does serve as a form of interruption. It says once per turn, quick effect, you get to target one face-up monster on the field and one XC monster or Chronomaly monster in your graveyard. That monster on the field gains half the attack with the monster in the graveyard until the end of this turn. Then attach that monster from the graveyard to this card's material. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you attach 2 materials from this card and negate the activation. So it's a pretty big body. It's a big wall. It has 26 defense, so that's not too bad. And it does have a negate for a monster effect. Right now the ultra rare is at 36 listings. We have it at $350, $370, $374, $4, $447. Do you guys see this going up even higher in price? This was a card that was sitting around $3 before, so it hasn't had too much of a price increase. And this is technically the highest rarity of this card, so maybe it might be a good pickup. But like I said, I don't really go into it like that. In my build, I mostly go into like Nash Knight and Ripper. It does have a rare from the tints under $1, and then it's also getting reprinted in Justice Hunter as a rare too. But yeah, this ultra rare might be a good pickup if you want like higher rarity. Baby Sarasaurus looks like it is at 28 listings. I just wanted to come and take a look at something Dino because I'm a Dino player. $14, $14.53, $14.44, $15.99. Let's see what its history has been at. Was at 14, went up to like 15, back down to 14. I could see this going up. Dinos are one of those decks, fan favorite decks that once Mist comes back, they're taking over. Clockwork Knight looks like it's been going up in price. We have 17 listings for the Core Century Secret Rare, and it was around like $8. We have one listing at $9.89, then it go up to $11.73, then $11.86, then $15, $15.75, $16.90. If I'm not mistaken, I think Crystron could use this because they go into the Clockwork Knight, the Link Monster, and after add this to the hand, and this I think shuts down Yummy, because Yummy, I think you need a link away a light beast, so if it's a machine, they're not going to be able to do nothing with it. So not bad. I think that's why Crystron. If you have any other idea why Clockwork Knight is going up in price and going low on listings, let me know down below. Maybe Cyber Dragon too, Cyber Dragon K9. Mud Dragon of the Swamp, the Core Century Secret Rare, continues to go up steadily. 19 listings, $20, $22. Then we go up to $25, $25, and then that's basically like $28.17 at the bottom of the first page. One of the best, I guess, one of the more generic super poly targets. Tribe Infecting Virus. This is the secret rare from the Speed Duel Battle City Finals. I wanted to take a look at because it's at 20 listings. $6.75, $7, $8.40, $8.99, $9, and then $9.20 at the bottom of the first page. I think this is the highest rarity you could get for this, and it's one of those classic cards. I think it's banned or something, isn't it? Let me know down below. I can't really remember if it's banned. Super rares looks like they're market price 11, rares 8.93. So yeah, it's technically the highest rarity. I guess for like older formats, you could pick this one up and it'll be the higher rarity, and I think that's what it's used for. So I think it's banned in the current format. Tenny Spirit Mula Adhara. This is a Core Century Secret Rare from Supreme Darkness, and I don't think Supreme Darkness getting reprint. Oh yeah, it is. Never mind. It is. Right? Actually, no. When did Supreme Darkness come out? Supreme Darkness came out. Was it this year? Was it this year? In May? I think it just came out, so I don't think Supreme Darkness is gonna be getting reprinted in this in these 10s. I think they're gonna save these for next year. So these cards actually might be safe. Let me look at a bow, because I have a bow. Looks like it damages at 75, 80, and then 95, going up to $100. I got mine for $100, so I'm not really losing on that. But yeah, I don't think Supreme Darkness is going to be getting reprinted in this set. So yeah, back to Tenny Spirit Mulad Hara. I think this might be a good pickup just because this Core Century is so cheap. 30 listings. We haven't seen anything from Tenny recently, but that could change. We have 12.30.42 was the market price. Then we have 11.60, 12.69, 14.85, going to $15. I think this might be a good pickup. It's just a cheap Core Century Secret that could only go up. And like I said, I don't think Supreme Darkness is going to be in this set. Jurok Meteor. So yeah, that means Mitsurugi stuff isn't going to be in this set, right? Let me go back. This is actually a good conversation right here. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Supreme Darkness is going to be in this set? Because this just came out this year. I need to go. Let's see. Let's go. Supreme Darkness Yu-Gi-Oh! Supreme Darkness came out. Yeah, it came out January. So early this year. So it might not be in there, or it could just because it's so early that it came out in the year. Jurok Meteor, the Starlight Rare, is another cheap Starlight that I think that might be a good pickup. We have 44 listings on this. We have 1048, 1049, 1063, 1095, and $11. So yeah, I think it's a good pickup just because it's a cheap Starlight. You never know. Jurox might come in the format and do something. Tri-Brigade Shurag is one of the better Tri-Brigade Link monsters that Tri-Brigades have access to. The Secret Rare looks like it did go up in price, was sitting around like $3-ish. now going up to like 5, 6, and yeah, like $6ish dollars. So not too high, but I would expect this to be even higher once we get closer to the release of the Tri-Brigade support. We do have ultra rares for my budget players. I could see these going up as well later on. These are starting to reach the dollar price point. We only have a couple listings under $1, but yeah, these will probably move later on as well. So I would pick these up sooner than later. Ghost Mourner Mullet Chill is a quarter century secret rare hand trap that I think is undervalued. This one has a history of like coming in and out of formats. It's basically kind of like an effect veiler. 84 listings. We have it at $7.51, $8.75, $9.23, $8, and $9.39. Just like Ghost Ogre, Ghost Bell, and yeah, just like Ghost Ogre and Ghost Bell. They all like have went up in price. They started off low and now are like above like I think $20. I think. So I expect this one to do the same, start off low, and then later on when we go into a format that players decide to use Ghost Warning Mullet Chill, this will probably go up in price. Sky Striker and Mecha Hornet Drones is getting reprinted in Justice Hunters as a rare. So for you guys that are skeptical on purchasing this common that's like $3, or the super rare that's like $4, you guys could wait and get the rare. It's also coming, I think, as a collector rare in the set if you want higher rarity. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a warning that it is in the set, so you don't have to go after these right here. You could play the rare, which is a higher rarity than the common. Gateway of the 6, the core century secret rare is at 8 listings. Was sitting around like $10ish, but it looks like now it is. So we don't have too much of a price increase. $10, $11.99, $11.99, $12.80, $11, and then go up to $18. But really low on listings, 8 listings. I saw that I think in Master Duel this card got unlimited, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. New Master Duel ban list. Ban list. This one is the one 6 days ago. So yeah, it came to 3. That's why I think people are speculating that maybe in the TCG that's gonna happen. I don't think so. What is it at in the TCG? Is it at 1 or 2, or is it banned? It does have how many other printings? Let's go best match. So we have supers, commons, platinum secret. Yeah, it looks like the core century is the only one that's moving since it's the highest rarity. So be on the lookout for Gateway of the 6. Exodia the Forbidden One. I know this one doesn't look the best, I've been told. I haven't seen it in person, but it is one of those OTS tournament pack OTs that I feel in the future it's one of those long-term holds. It could possibly get some go up in value. 31 listings. We have it at $8.40, $8.42, $9.31, $10, $9.25. I don't know. I just think Exodia cards like that, Dark Magician Girl, are always gonna hold some sort of value, long-term value. Dagoran the Mad Flame Kaiju is the highest rarity version of this card. It's a secret rare from Speed Duel, and it looks like it has started to go up in price. We have 40 listings for this, and we have it at $1.80, starting to go up to almost a $2 price point. We don't have we have a wall right here at 99 cents. It's core TCG, and core CCG 2, 87 copies too. So it might take a little while, but I've seen that decks like Vanquish Soul have been running this because it's a fire. I guess you could also run Divine Incarnate, but if you don't want to spend the money on Divine Incarnate since it's kind of up in price at the moment, this could be your alternative. We have an ultra rare also from Battles of Legend, but yeah, the Speed Duel looks like it is the highest rarity, so I would go after this one. It's not too expensive, $1, $2. What's next? Number C101 Silent Honor Arc Dark. Number C101 Silent Honor Dark. Not Arc, Dark. Looks like it's still continuing to go up in price. This ultra rare from the 2014 Mega Tins at 13 listing, $10, 13.21, and then after these are gone, we hit 20 and then $25. That is a pretty crazy price point for this card. Arch Nemesis is Katos, has two printings. We have a budget printing from Valiant Smasher. It's a rare, and then the ultra rare looks like it's still at like the $7 price point, $8. Haven't seen this one get played a lot. I know I've seen Protoss recently see some hype, but Escatos, haven't seen too much of it. If you guys have any more info on Escatos, let me know down below. What deck have you seen playing it? Aromatherapy Jasmine, the Core Century Secret Rare. Looks like it is at 9 listings, so that's pretty low. We have 56, 58, $70, 73, and then going up to 75. I talked about this card on our last market watch, I think, too. I guess it was sitting at what, like 40, 50, and now we have our 56, 58, so climbing up to the $60 price point. You don't have to go up to the Core Century Secret Rare though. We have, I believe, ultra rares. No, we have secret rares from Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge at 53 listings. Looks like they're around like $2ish. And then the ultra rares from Dual Power are also at $2, so you don't have to go after that one. Instant Fusion, just wanted to take a look at it again. 15 listings on the market, was sitting around like $15, and now we have it at $23.45, $23.47, $23.82, $26.80. What do you guys think about Instant Fusion? I think it's a one-up, right? And it's one of those cards I used to use to bring out Millennium Ice Restrict to like dodge hand traps, like Ash Blossom and things like that. But I haven't seen that, that Millennium Ice Restrict being used like that anymore with this Instant Fusion. If you guys seen it, let me know down below. But yeah, I used to use that tech back when Millennium Ice Restrict came out. X Saber Gothams, the ultimate rare. We got announced that we're getting some X Saber support in the future. So I want to take a look at how Gothams is doing. Looks like we have lightly played at 1649. Let's take a look at some other versions of Gothams. I think I have a QCR tab somewhere on here. Core Century looks like it's at 15 listings, so it's kind of low. $10. That's basically $10.93 with shipping. $10, $12, $12.99, and then going up to $16. How high do you guys see Gotham reaching? Well, I guess we'll see more buyouts once we see what the support does for X Sabers. Goblin Biker Doug Charger. This is one that's probably going to get reprinted in the 10s as like a Prismatic Seeker or maybe like even a common. I thought about playing Memento Goblin Biker just because there's going to be a lot of Exceeds running around in the format, and I could probably take advantage of that with Goblin Bikers. But I'll see. I'm still running the K9 Memento version right now because that's the one I like right now. 106 listings for Doug Charger. This card had a high price point of like $7 and just has been dropping down. Maybe we'll see a price increase if on this card if it doesn't get a reprint, and if maybe like Goblin Bikers start doing something in the format, since we are gonna be in a format that is gonna be filled with like K9 running around. What other card do I have on here? Pot of Desires, I think is a good pickup. I think it's undervalued. We have 54 listings on the market. We have 1089, 1049, 959, 1094, 1145. I just think this card is going to increase in price once we see a deck using it. X Saber Airbellum, another X Saber that is getting bought out. We have 10 listings on the market for the Core Century Secret Rare. Was at like $7ish. Now we have $8.31, $8.98, and then quickly go up to like the $20 price point, $30, and then $40 at the bottom of the first page. How do you guys feel about X Saber Airbellum? Do you guys think it's one of those X Sabers that we're still gonna use with new support? Again, we'll see what the support does when it comes out. But yeah, it's just one. This card is also used, I think, in pass format. So I guess it has like double usage. You can use it in pass formats, and you're gonna be able to use it with like the current um, format. Once we see what the support does, maybe we'll be able to use it. Number F0 Utopic Draco Future. I think it's a Core Sentry that's undervalued. 91 listings, and it's a penny stock for me. It's under $2. $2. I think this is a good pickup. What was the deck that used to make this back then pretty easily? I forgot. But it could just come into the format one day. And that's why I think it's a good pickup. Let me know down below if you guys think this is also a good pickup for the future. Sprite Blue, I think, is undervalued. Maybe we'll get a Sprite Elf coming off the ban list at the end of August. We'll see. But this is 53 listings, and we have it at $6, $8.45, $8.81, $8.89, $9.33, and then $8.50. I haven't seen sprites do anything in the format recently, but that could maybe change. Sprite is, if I remember correctly, is one of those decks that used to be able to keep up with like different metas, just because they could spam out level 2s and stuff. Kind of like how Yummy's able to spam itself out. Yummy kind of reminds me of Sprite, but I think the Ultimate Rare is a good pickup. I had a 10 playsets of Shadow Beast that I bought for like I think I bought each Shadow Beast for like $0.25 a piece, and then they started selling for like $2 to $3, and I think that's because Gem Knights started using Shadow Fusion and I guess Dump Beast and something else to be able to draw a card. 27 listings now for this ultra rare, and we have this at $3, $3.40, $3.69, $4. This is from Battles of Legend Heroes Revenge. So if you guys maybe had some bulk, because these used to be worth like around 25-30 cents, go check and see if you guys have some now so you could offload them. What else? We have the super rares. I had one of these too. These are 13 listings, low on listings. We have rares at 30 listings, rares at 89 listings, and commons as well. So yeah, all of them are kind of, well, these are accessible, but these are going low on listings and up in price. Splash Mage looks like it dropped down in price. This used to be sitting around like $13-ish. Now at $6, 90 listings. I'm gonna go ahead and pick one of these up for my Marensis build. I don't know if you guys would want to do the same too, but it is a card that's used in Malice, and it's one of those cards that could be used in cyber strategies. So I could see it coming back someday. So I'm gonna just have one just in case it does come back someday. But I do use it in Marensis as well, so that's why I'm picking mine up. I have been hearing people say that you're able to go into Harpy's Featherstorm with Yummy. I think you make this this rank 1 bird, and you're just gonna thrust into this, and that's how you make Harpy's Featherstorm live. How many of you guys have heard about that? Comment down below if you did, or if you're gonna try it out. But it looks like this card has came down in price. Was sitting around like the $22 price point. I think I remember selling somewhere around like the $20 price point. And then now we have it under $10. I think people are expecting Harpy's Featherstorm to get hit. If it doesn't, not a bad pickup. In my opinion, these are back to like $7. I think that's the lowest I've seen them at. What did I pick them up at before? Yeah, I think I picked mine up around $7 a piece and then sold them for like $20. So yeah, I don't think it's a bad pickup at $7 if it doesn't get hit in August. So keep an eye on that ban list and Harpy's Featherstorm. Psychic and Punisher was one of those cards I picked up because I thought maybe it was gonna go up in price with the new Psychic support, but I haven't seen the Psychic support do anything. 50 listings on the market, and we have this at 832, 836, 838, and 849. It is a good level 11 synchro monster though. It says while your life points are less than or equal to your opponent's, this synchro summoned card is unaffected by your opponent's card activated effect. Once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life point and target one monster you control and one card your opponent controls, banish them. At the start of the battle phase, you can make this card gain attack equal to the difference in your life points and your opponent. So it's not a bad card. It could possibly come to the format later on. It's just going to be one of those that I'm going to be holding on to long term until a deck uses it again. I think we also have Blackwing support announced, if I'm not mistaken. Blackwing Simoon, the Poison Wind, is at 17 listings. Looks like it did go up in price. Was sitting around like $2, $3. Now we have it at $587, $608, $563, $697, $699, and $7. Like I said, I think this is this Blackwing got announced that we're getting some support for them, but we haven't. They haven't released what the support is going to be. It's just people preparing and buying cards around the Blackwing archetype, speculating that this is going to be useful. And I think it is one of the most useful cards in this Blackwing strategy, because it places Black Whirlwind and lets you keep adding and stuff. And last card on today's market watch is going to be Eye of Illusion, the collective rare. So this card looks like it has been going up in price. Was sitting around like $9-ish back in June, but right now we have it at 13 listings. Looks like it went up to $18.50, $20.10, $21.99, and going up to the $25 price point. It says if you control an illusion or a spellcaster monster, activate one of these effects, your illusion and spellcaster monsters cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. During opponent's turn, target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Take control of it until the end of the end phase. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, except the attacking monster, change the attack target to it and perform damage calculations. So it's for illusion and spellcaster monsters, maybe for Dark Magician, with the speculated Dark Magician support that we're supposed to be getting. I don't know. Comment down below if you guys know why Eye of Illusion is going up in price. I know this card also has an ultra, so let's take a look at that before we end the market watch. The ultra rare looks like it is still at $241, $263, $350, $4. So it's starting to go up a little bit. 62 listings. What was it at? It looks like it was like around $1, it says. Or is the graph wrong? I think the graph might be wrong, but right now we have it under $5. You might want to pick up the Eye of Illusion just in case, spellcasters or illusion decks get some sort of support in the future. That's going to be it for today's market watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return of Chance. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.